Now, heat health alerts across parts of England have been upgraded to amber as the UK experiences its third heatwave this summer. It comes after hosepipe bans were imposed for millions in Yorkshire as temperatures soar into the 30s. Well, let's cross to Eastbourne, where our correspondent Ashna Hurinag currently is. And it looks extraordinary there, Ashna, and I'm sure it's getting pretty hot already. But the heat does come with some repercussions, doesn't it?
It does. It's worth saying that Eastbourne is often looking like this because it's known as the sunniest place in the UK. But it's also one of the areas today that has had its heat health alert upgraded to amber right across Kent and Sussex, but also in places in the Midlands. People are being warned that if you're over 65, if you're deemed to be vulnerable, perhaps you're breastfeeding, perhaps you're pregnant, or perhaps if you're a youngster, that you need to stay cool as much as possible in these temperatures. An amber health alert also means that there is extended pressure on things like the transport service, the healthcare service, so people are being warned to stay inside as much as possible today, but if they are going out and about, to take care. Now, we have already been told by the Environment Agency that this is the driest start to the year since 1976. And of course, I don't remember what that was like because I wasn't born, but many people watching may well remember that this was a time where people were filling up buckets of water on the streets via standpipes. They were trying to hoard as much as they could, and it meant they were, having to not flush the toilet all the time, or maybe there were, things like using bath water again and again. Now, it's a minor concern, I suppose, that, within the 21st century, perhaps we won't reach those stages again. But there is a bit of a concern when it comes to looking at those reservoir levels that right across the country are being deemed to be below average. In fact, in 4 water storage sites, the levels there have been deemed exceptionally low in places like Staffordshire and places like Somerset too. But over here, one of the contingency measures to stop it getting to that stage, perhaps, is a hosepipe ban. We've already seen one that's been implemented for tens of thousands of people living in Yorkshire. It means they can't fill up the paddling pools, they can't wash their car, they can't use their hosepipe, essentially, to water their gardens. And that's something that's coming down the road for people living in Kent and Sussex. That's a hosepipe ban that's in place in the coming days. So people are trying to take those extra measures today, not only when it comes to heat, but also kind of general practice when they're out and about, leisure activities too. And whilst many people will be enjoying the sunshine today, it's worth saying that in some places they have been warned to remember that, only yesterday, Worcestershire, of all places, saw 34 degrees in temperature when it comes to that heat. And people are being reminded, as you enjoy those scorching temperatures in this baking sun, just be reminded of the risks that it brings.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good advice, Ashna. And you may be too young to remember the 1976 heatwave, but I'm afraid I do. Thanks very much indeed.